Assalamu alaikum everyone, I'm Dr. Fatima. Welcome to my channel. So today we are going to talk about some changes in the Rcpch theory exams. And there has been an official announcement regarding these changes on the Rcpch website quite some time back. And let us see what are the changes. So you can simply log in into the Rcpch website, you'll find all the details. I've just put all the details here for easy access. So there has been changes the RCPCH website, and they mentioned that it will be effective from the third date of 2024, that is from September 2024. Okay, so let's see here. Will affect from 2024 examination, September onwards. MRCPCH theory exam will feature some changes. All right. So this time we have been really fortunate enough because most of the time, whether it is the theory exam or the clinical exam, regarding any changes, there is usually little or no information available on the website, right? And now let's see what are these changes regarding the theory exam and how does it affect a candidate appearing for the exam. All right. So I'll go one by one. So first I have mentioned about the FOP and TAS exam. So this is the part one exam, right? FOP and TAS. So they said that now there will be 100 best of 5 questions in each exam. Each question will worth 1 mark. And the third thing they said is that the exam timings will be reduced to 120 minutes, which is basically 2 hours. So what is the difference from the earlier, exam that was being conducted? Earlier, we always had EMQs, that is extended matching questions, along with that best of 5. And the number of questions would always differ in each diet. In some diet, it would be about 75. In some diet, all in all, including both of this, 75. Some diet, 85. Some diet, it would be about 65, etc. And second thing is about the marks. So before they had this marking system, the mark distribution would always be, unique for each diet. The EMQs would be carrying 3 to 4 marks each, and the best of 5, 2 to 3 marks. It was always specific for each diet, which would be written on the beginning of the exam. The third thing is that before they had about 2.5 hours length of the exam. Now it is like reduced to about 2 hours. All right. Same goes for the TAS exam. Again, there will be 100 best of 5 questions. And then that means there is no EMQs. Each question will be worth 1 mark. And again, this is also reduced to 120 minutes, that is 2 hours. So now we are going to have in FOP and TAS exams, no EMQ. There's going to be 100 best of 5 questions only. So the exam will be 100 marks since each of the questions are given about 1 mark each. And the duration of the exam will be 2 hours. Okay, this is in short information for FOP and TAS. So as we know, for FOP and TAS both, we have to pass separately. FOP is usually conducted in the morning and theory and science is usually conducted in the afternoon. Now let's come to what are the changes in AKP exam. So unlike FOP and TAS, where the pass mark is separate for both the papers, AKP has 2 papers, paper 1 and paper 2. Paper 1 is usually conducted in the morning and paper 2 in the afternoon. So the pass mark is combination of both the papers. So again for AKP, there would be differences. Sometimes both the papers combined, usually that would be around 100 questions or 120 questions. It would always vary. It would never be fixed. But now, even for AKP, they have completely fixed the number of questions to 120 best of 5 questions. That means again here, no EMQs, as well as there will be 60 best of 5 in each of the papers. Okay, so 60 in paper 1, 60 in paper 2. Each question again will be worth 1 mark. So in that case, your total paper will be out of total 120. And now exam time is allotted a total of 300 minutes with 150 minutes each for 2 parts of the exam. So again, they have now given about 150 minutes. 150 minutes means it's about 2.5 hours for both the exam. All right. For each exam, 2.5 minutes. So for AKP, they have not reduced the duration. That is, the timing of the exam is the same. However, the marking system, mark distribution, as well as the number of questions has been fixed now. Okay. So now let's see, how does these changes concern a candidate preparing for exam? How does this concern? So obviously, there are a lot of concern regarding the timing, regarding the preparation, regarding the number of questions that's going to come, regarding the mark distribution, how you have to be preparing. So even though on the website they have mentioned that it does not actually change the difficulty level, they have simply made the changes because almost all the postgraduate exams are, international postgraduate graduation exams are all MCQ based. So they decided to put it directly into the MCQ based system, not into EMQs, that is extended matching questions, as we had earlier. Right. That is a simple explanation as provided here. And I hope and pray that is actually the case. But, I would like to share my personal opinion. This is not, exactly written, but this is what I have observed. Okay. So since I am a mentor for the theory exams, I take classes for MRCPCH part 1 and 2. And if you're anyone who have been observing these papers very keenly, in order to solve the paper or in order to teach, you would understand that since last September, there has been a lot of changes in the exam. This I have observed personally in each of the paper, and I have been given a lot of feedback immediately after exam. The feedbacks would be that, ma'am, it's not exactly the same in recalls earlier how we used to practice. The question pattern was very difficult, etc., etc. So yes, there has been changes since last year itself, just like guidelines, how they always, every alternate year they change the guidelines and everything. So now they are changing the pattern of questions, right? And there is change in the exam pattern, there is change in the question pattern. So it's no more only recall based. So if you're just studying the recall and you're thinking that, okay, I'm going to pass, that is a bit, uncertain at this point. Second thing, definitely they are raising the standards. There is no questions about it. If you look into the paper from 2018 and if you look into the paper from 2024, the recent, January 2024 AKP exam was a pretty tough paper. Even the recent TAS 2024 February exam was pretty tough paper. So if you see the changes, the pattern and questions have been changing now, right? As the guidelines change every year, so accordingly this is what they're going to change. According to the guidelines, they're raising the standards and slowly there has been changes. Now what can you do regarding this? So of course you'll have to keep in mind, I feel like this, some of the changes are in fact for the better. Since it's an international exam, there should be certain standards, because what I see is that most of the people think that it's okay, they can simply follow the recalls, they will just memorize the recalls, or they'll follow any online subscription and then they'll get done with the exam. That is actually not the purpose of this exam or any exam. I believe that how you should be studying is that it should contribute to building your skills, it should contribute to building up your residual knowledge. So that is what we should be focusing more now. So apart from the timings, apart from the number of questions and mark distribution, I think more and more we should be following the latest guidelines. Keep yourself updated with the latest guidelines. Do study the recalls with explanation, study with correlation, that okay, if this condition, how is it correlated? You can watch some of the videos that I have given on my YouTube channel, that about the decoding the recalls and how you can study the recalls. So this is how one of the ways that I'll suggest you, whether you are studying personally by yourself, whether you're going for a group study, whether you're going for mentor, make sure you're very clear on each and every topic, because the candidates always come and now they are more than unsure than ever, that okay, I really don't know what happened in exam, I was really confused, etc. So this is the situation going on here, and I hope the situation gets better. It will be beneficial for all of us. Of course, the changes will be beneficial for all of us. So thank you. This is a video about changes in the Rcpch theory exam, and let me know if you want me to post regarding any other topics regarding the Royal College examination. Thank you so much.